everyone, this is Robin Pike with Crafty Stamper, and I know it looks like a mess here on my desk with all these pieces, but I've got a new stamp set and die set, and it is called Notes and Totes. And this is what the stamps look like. And then I've got the dies here, which cut out a beach bag, and it cuts out a lot of other things, seashells, starfish. So it's a lot of good things that is in this set, and it just shouts summertime and going to the beach or going to the lake and having your suntan oil out and just laying in the sun and having a good time. So I want to show you the card that we're going to be making today, except I am going to use some different colors than I used on this. And then stay tuned, because at the end I'm going to show you a few more cards that I made just using different colors. It's the same basic setup, but it's just using different colors. The possibilities are endless, and this just says happy birthday, and it says relax and enjoy on the inside. And I think this would be a great birthday card to receive. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I've got a mess on my desk because I've went ahead and I've cut up the pieces because I didn't want you to have to sit and watch me cut all of these pieces. It is a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and move some of these off here. Okay, and so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get out our paper here. And this paper is from Thoughtful Journey. Let me see if I've got it out here. Yes, Thoughtful Journey. And it has tons of great papers in here. Look at this. Isn't that, there's just some beautiful papers. Ooh, isn't that pretty? The colors on it are gorgeous. That's pretty. And the colors in that's pretty. There's just so many colors. Ooh, and I love that. And then you flip it over on the other side, and then you've got a bunch more different colors. So isn't that beautiful? This is just and this is 6x6 paper, and it's just a great set to have. It's, you know, you can use it for a lot of different things. So, and I decided that, you know, I was going to use this for like a beach scene. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with our bag, and we're going to go ahead and get it kind of put together. And I'm going to cut a few pieces off here. And so, let's see. I'm going to cut this section down here off, because with the way I'm making this, I don't really need that section. So we're just going to move that over to the side. And then this is already, the dies already give you your scores on here. So we don't have to do that. And we're just going to fold this in. And I'm going to get my bone folder. Let's see. Here it is. Move that out of the way. Okay, we're going to get the bone folder and just kind of crease those lines a little bit better. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm going to glue these on the inside just so they don't pop up. I just think this is just the prettiest little set ever. I mean, I think I'm going to have a really good time. But stay tuned, because I also have some more things that came, the new things that are coming in our new catalog, which starts next month for customers. But if you want early access, you can sign up underneath me, become a demonstrator, and get early access to it like I am. That's one of the perks of being a demonstrator. Plus, you get 20% off of anything that you buy. So that's a win-win. And you don't have to sell anything if you don't want to. You just do it for a hobby, but you still save yourself some money. So that's always a good thing. I need to save money, that's for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead. I cut out different pieces here to go on the back because I didn't know what I wanted to use. I didn't know if I wanted to mix this color. This is Pool Party, the color Pool Party. And I didn't know if I wanted to mix this in with it. And then this would go down here at the bottom. And then you got your little straps here that go on here. I didn't know if I wanted to do this color or wanted to go with this color here, which is Flirty Flamingo. I think both are pretty. I think I may be leaning more toward the pool party with it. So let's go ahead and let's try that and let's see what it looks like. All right, so we'll go ahead and what I do is I put some glue on the back here, just in this little corner here. And then I take our little piece here and just put it on here. And then take my other little piece and do the same thing. Okay. And then this piece is going to go on top of this here. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue. Let's see, flip it around here. And we're going to, well, I should have left it like it was. That was the correct way. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on there. Okay. And then we're just going to go down in here. And just try to even it up from side to side the best that you can. And when you flip it over, you should have some wiggle room with us using the glue. That does help to give us some wiggle room on there. And get that little bit of glue off. Looks like it needs to come over this way just a tad bit more. Okay, so, and we're just going to scoot this in a little bit. Okay. All right. So here we're just going to put some glue on here. Need to put a little bit more glue on that so it will stay down. Okay. And then we're going to run some glue up through here. Okay. And then we're just going to put this right along this line down here. Okay. Then we're just going to put this on. Then I got a little extra glue running out here. Okay. Our scarf should cover it up. It comes with the cutest little scarf that you've ever seen. But you know what it reminds me of? I don't know if any of you watch Scooby-Doo. You know Velma always wore a scarf. And so this is the little scarf right here. Doesn't that look like a Velma scarf? And we're just going to put that right there. Isn't that the cutest little bag? I just love it. I just have the best time putting this together. It doesn't take much to make me happy. And I just love this. I just think this is the cutest little set. Okay, so we've got that there. Then we've got our little sunglasses. Look at this. This is the way they come. I started to put them down. They're a little tedious trying to get the glue on here. And I could have used our glue sheets, but I didn't. I've been doing it this way and it's kind of worked. I'll say that. And now I'll probably create a mess. But I'm just putting just a tad bit of glue. If you get too much, just wipe it on your paper. And then that way you won't have it running out everywhere. All right, and I did pretty good with it, but I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of tap it down. And now we're just going to lay this on top of our sunglasses. And my hands are sticky, so everything's sticking to it. You need you some trusty tweezers here. And that helps to hold. When you've got these little tiny pieces, that really does help. And these I just, gosh, I don't know. I think I got it at Walmart or somewhere. I don't know. It may have been Hobby Lobby. And then I'm just going to hang those on the bag like that. Isn't that cute? Okay, let's go ahead and get some glue on that. I got sticky fingers, but we're going to use the tweezers here and get this put on. All right, and I just I'm tucking this little piece right here on the sunglasses. I'm just tucking it just kind of right there on it and just letting them drape down there. And I'll hold that for a second so the glue can get sticky on there. Okay, So let's see. Let's give it just a second. I think everything's sticking to me instead of, I might not have put enough glue on here. All right, there we go. We got it that time. Okay, so our little bag is done. And now we need to take this piece here that I've got, and let's put our fence together. So the first thing I'm going to do is put our fence. We're going to line up 2 strips going across like this. Just kind of spread them out here. And then these are all of our little panels that we'll be putting on here. And there is a right side to use. This is more, I don't know if you can actually tell, but this is more of a rougher side. And then this is your smoother side. So there is a difference in that. All right, so let's just go ahead. We're just going to put some glue down on here. Okay. And I just kind of place it, I don't know, right in here. And then do the same thing for the other. And we'll have to cut this edge off. When we get to the end of it, we'll get everything put together. Then we'll come back and we'll cut that off. Okay, so I've got that on there. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is just put our panels on here. And I'm just kind of putting them on just uneven going across. You're going to have one that's higher, one that's lower. Just so it looks like a fence, you know, maybe along the beach or something. So I'm just going to kind of place that one right around in here. No right or wrong way to do it. Just putting it on there. And just trying to keep in mind that you do want them to kind of be about the same going across, you know. There's 6 of these. And so, and this does come with the die set, and it cuts all of these out. So you don't have to worry about trying to cut anything out by hand. We're just going to kind of set that one up just a little bit higher. Then we're going to take this one, and I think we'll make it go up a little bit higher. Or let's see, let's make this one come down. We'll just put it down a little bit. Man, everything is sticking to my fingers. I've got so much glue on there. One thing about this set, it does require lots of glue. Or like I said, you could get out your the glue sheets and use them. And, you know, that would help. But this is not, it's not bad. It's just, you do get kind of sticky with it. Okay, now we're just going to kind of set that one over here. See, I think I'll bring that one down just a tad like that. Okay, so now we've got that done, and now we're gonna, I've got a piece of crumb cake here, and we're gonna tear it and then make it look like the sand. So we're just gonna rip our paper, and that's all you gotta do. You just pull it toward you, and that way it leaves this little rough edge right here. Okay. I'm just gonna, none of that's gonna show up. And see, this is what it will look like once you get it put on there. Gives you the sand look. But first, what I want to do is take pecan pie, and then I've got our little brush here, and I'm going to just kind of darken up the sand some. I'm gonna kind of go off here, and we're just gonna kind of go across. Oops. Gonna kind of go across the edges of it and just kind of darken it up. And that's all you got to do. Just take this and just go across there, darken it up as much as you want, or if you're happy with that, then that's good enough. All right, so, and then it does have some little dots in here. Let's see what I did with my little dots. We may not be using the dots. Oh, here they are. Okay, so it does come with the little dots, and that just kind of darkens up your sand a little bit. So, you just kind of go across it like that. And if you want it darker, you can put it on darker. It's your sand and you do what you want with it. Like I said, there's no right or wrong way in doing any of this. You know, it's your card and you can put all kind of colors on there and just do anything you want. That's what I like. It's your creativity, you know, it's you being creative, and everybody has such good ideas and they're just so creative. And so it's amazing at how many different looks you can get with this set from different people, and I love that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our scissors out, and I need to cut the ends of this off here. Let's flip it around this way, and we'll cut that off there, and then we're just gonna go right down through here and cut that. Okay, now we've got that done. We got our sand on, and so next we're gonna go ahead and put our bag on, and I'm just using glue on here. Okay, and I'll just put it, I don't know, about right here. So just, you could go up and down with it if you wanted to. I like it kind of at an angle. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is put our little starfish and our little shells on here. And I'm going to kind of raise this up just a tad. You can see it kind of springs up there. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue around the edge here. And not put a whole lot in the center because I kind of want it to stay popped up. So I'm just going to stick that right down there. And then I'm going to get one of our starfish. Okay. And then we're just going to put one right over in here. Doesn't matter where you put them. It just decorates and gives it color and just makes it look really cute. So again, there's no right or wrong way. It's just whatever you want. That may take a little bit to set up right there. Okay, and then next we're going to get our little bottle, and our bottle comes, let me show you the die. The die is here, and if you see, it has a separation here where you can put a different top on, and then it has your little straw here. So what I did, I used some of our colored paper from this and made our bottle. And then we have some silver, bronze, and I can't remember, there's another color. And I just took one of those colors and cut the top out and the straw. And then this is a little tiny piece. So I went ahead and glued all of this on so I wouldn't lose the pieces. But that's how I got that look there. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put some glue on it and glue it down. And I'm just going to set it right over here. Just kind of lean it up against the bag. Okay. And then, let's see. And then I need to take, I think I'm going to use Azure Afternoon, which is this stamp pad here. And I'm going to put Happy Birthday just on a scrap sheet of paper. I've got one right here. So let me move that out of the way. And then we'll get Happy Birthday stamped on here. Okay. And then I've got a punch here that I'm going to use to cut this out with. Okay, and we're just going to put it in here, get it as even as possible, and then you just kind of hold down on your punch, and then that will hold your paper there when you like it and everything's in there good. Then you're just going to push it to, and then you got Happy Birthday. Can you tell I've already I had another Happy Birthday that I was working on, so I've got that on there. And so I'm just going to put this right up here at the top. Isn't that cute? Okay, so let's go ahead and let's move that out of the way. And I'm going to put some glue on here, and then we're just going to put this down, and then we're going to decorate the inside, and then our card's going to be done. And I hope you leave me some comments and let me know what you think about this set. I just think it's just a really fun set to play with. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and I've already got my base here, my card base. And it's just your standard, the 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So I've already scored it, and I'm just going to go ahead and get the bone folder out and just kind of go over that crease, make it lay a little bit flatter. Okay, and then I'm just going to take this. We're going to put our glue on here, and then put this on top of the card base. Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of lay this out here. To me, it works out a little bit better. All right, and just try to even this up the best that you can. Let's see. I'll hold it up so I can see. And using glue, you know, it gives you time just to kind of move things around. It doesn't set up immediately, so that's one good thing about using glue. But, you know, use whatever you want. Everybody, you know, some people like the adhesive that you just roll out, which is good too. So, okay, so there is our card on the front. So let's go ahead and let's decorate the inside of it. And I've got our pieces right here. I've got our piece cut out. And then we're going to put this on here, and we're going to put the starfish on here. And I'm just going to push this back out just to get it to stand up, just to give it some depth. Okay, and we're going to put those down at the bottom. But first, we're going to go ahead, and this stamp here says relax and enjoy. And boy, isn't that what you do at the beach. I sat there and people watch and lay on the beach and listen to those waves, and oh my goodness, isn't that the best feeling ever? I just love it. So let me see if I can't get my head right over this, so let's hope we get this on here. All right, that looks good there. I'm happy with that. All right, so then next we're just gonna put this down. Get some glue on here, okay. And we're just gonna put that down, and then I'm gonna get the starfish, put a little glue on here, and then put my starfish down. Okay. Wipe all the stuff on it. All right, and then there's the inside of our card. So let's go ahead. I'm going to close this ink up here, the ink pad, and then we're going to go ahead and get this card back out, and we're going to put this on the inside, and then our card is done. Just like that, we've got a beautiful beach card, so pretty, a good birthday card, and it would also be good for all the moms out there who love to go to the beach, who love to lay out by the pool. It would be perfect. So, you know, Mother's Day is coming up. So if you want to purchase any of my cards, just send me an email. I'd be glad to send some out to you. And the cost of my cards is $4 a piece, or you can get 3 for $10. And if you would like to purchase from me and make your own cards, then just send me an email. And my email is craftystamper007@gmail.com. And also check out my Facebook page, and that's Crafty Stamper. And then on YouTube, you can check me out there. It's Crafty Stamper 007, and it's the @ sign. It's at Crafty Stamper 007. So I hope you will like and subscribe and follow me on Facebook, and then share my videos. And I am trying to grow my audience, and so I would appreciate it, and I'd love to have as many subscribers as I can. I am growing, and it is slow, but hey, I am so happy, and I love doing this, and so I just want to reach as many people as I can. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I would love to talk to you. And like I said, my Facebook is Crafty Stamper. And so you can find everything on there that you need, or send me an email, and that's going to be craftystamper007@gmail.com. All right, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, wait, guys, I'm sorry. I forgot to show you my other cards. I can't believe that. Okay, here. Before you go, here's my cards. Here's my other ones. Okay, There's this one, this one, this one. Aren't they cute? This one, and this one. Look at the way I did the bottle on that one. Isn't that cute? And that is a embossing folder that I did, that I made that. Isn't that cute? And then this one here. So that's a lot of cards, isn't it? Isn't that great? Okay, well, I'm sorry I almost forgot to show you the rest. I get so excited and get going here. And so anyway, all right, guys. Well, I hope you have a great day. And thank you for hanging out with me and being my silly self here for getting these cards to show you. So anyway, I hope you have a great day. And I'll talk with you soon. Thank you. Bye.